There's a new film scan conversion method out there, and here's the most important part. It's free.
Wow.
But can it compete with my beloved Negative Lab Pro? Let's find out. So Cinestill just put out CS Negative Plus, which are a bunch of developing presets for Adobe apps like Lightroom and Camera Raw. They promise quick, easy, and accurate negative conversion tools that preserve the true beauty of film as intended. Before we jump into this, just a few quick things about my setup so you know what I'm doing over here. I am a Lightroom Classic user, I develop my own film, I scan it all using an Epson V550, which I call Our Lady of Perpetual Dust, and I'm not using any of Cinestill's equipment like the light panel, their copy stand, nothing like that. I don't scan using a digital camera. And lastly, I do all of my film editing as of now with Negative Lab Pro. In order to take CS Negative Plus for a real test drive, I'm going to show you a bunch of negatives I scanned, I'll create virtual copies, and I'll edit them both with Negative Lab Pro and CS Negative Plus, and we'll see what we see. After you download these suckers from Cinestill, you gotta install them. Now, Cinestill does provide a text document explaining it, so I'm not gonna waste your time explaining it. It's probably something you're smart enough to figure out on your own, but I will say, for whatever reason, my Lightroom Classic didn't want to import the zip file that's called out in Cinestill's instructions. So if that does happen to you, just extract the zip, import those two folders. That completely fixed the issue for me. I don't know why that happened. After doing that, you should see all these beautiful new presets when you go into your develop module. According to Cinestill, the first thing you want to do is convert the negative. So you're going to go through and choose one of these presets from the first folder. These will invert the negative. They have settings for print, which emulates printing on paper, scan, which emulates what you'd get from a lab scan, silver, which is meant for black and white, and vlog, which is a sort of flatter profile, and according to Cinestill, that's more for the odd films, like Phoenix or probably Lomochrome Purple and Turquoise. And for the record, odd is their word, not mine. I love you, Phoenix. Mwah. Before you do anything else to the photo, the results might alarm you a little bit, but it's all gonna be okay, I promise. After doing the initial conversion, you need to adjust the exposure, followed by the white balance. Now this is really important. Since you've inverted everything, all the sliders are gonna react in the opposite directions you're used to. So if you want to increase exposure, you're gonna decrease it. This is a little confusing, you'll get used to it. From that point on, you can use their presets to get the look you want out of the photo. There's tons of options. They're all labeled and they offer customization to your photo. The names are all obnoxiously long, so you might need to rescale your window, or you might look like that old lady meme when you're trying to read them. And right above those presets, there's that slidey thing. So if any of these effects are too intense or they're just deep frying your photos, you can always roll it back a little bit and make it less intense. The first few times I messed with these, I wasn't super stoked with the results, but after playing for a while and getting more familiar with the workflow, I got comfortable and I started getting much better results, very similar to what I would get out of Negative Lab Pro. And going back to Cinestill's odd comment, let's run a quick little test on Phoenix. I did Lomochrome Purple and Turquoise too, just for fun. You can copy and paste these adjustments or just sync settings among photos, but you can also do that in Negative Lab Pro. Negative Lab Pro behaves quite differently than these presets because it's actually a plugin. By comparison to these presets, Negative Lab Pro does have a few downsides though. For starters, it is a paid software, but it's made by Nate, who I don't know personally, but God bless Nate. He made such a banger of a plugin, and he's probably the main reason why I'm still paying for Adobe. The other downside to Negative Lab Pro is, unlike the Cinestill presets, Negative Lab Pro as of now only works in Lightroom and Lightroom Classic, which for me isn't an issue because I primarily use Lightroom Classic, but I know some of you freaks out there like Camera Raw.
Ew.
When using Negative Lab Pro, you're gonna start off by choosing your scan TIFF file. Then you press the super secret shortcut, which is Control-Alt-N or Command, whatever it is on Mac, and you'll see this nifty little pop-up window. From here, you convert your negatives, and then you can get really granular. You have tons of options for your tones. I tend to use Cinematic Log or just Lab Standard. From there, you're off to the races. You have your usual suspects like exposure, contrast, lights, darks, and you also have some more film-specific settings like Lab Glow and Fade. There's also an overall brightness slider, which I love playing around with. Towards the bottom, you have manual white balance controls and presets. You can also very specifically go in and modify the RGB of your mids, highlights, and shadows. It's all a very clean, satisfying experience. It's all sliders, the performance is very snappy, and to quote Todd Howard, all of this just works. And now to really showcase what the two different workflows can do, we'll play a fun little game. I'll show you edits of the same photo and then pop on screen which one is which. So let me know in the comments below how many of these you got right. You really can get great results with both workflows. The CS Negative Plus presets seem to offer a ton of customization, and I'm sure with more time, I'd feel more comfortable with them. To be completely fair, I've been using Negative Lab Pro for the last 4 to 5 years, and I've been using these presets for the last 2 days. So, grain of salt here. I gotta tell you though, I much prefer using the Lightroom sliders, generally speaking. It's just easier to step back and undo your mistakes with them, of which I make many. That is definitely a case of user preference though. But with all that in mind, I still think Negative Lab Pro is the move, at least for me. If you're already in the workflow of home developing and scanning, you're already invested in this wacky world, you know, you're already at the party. What's another 50 bucks for Negative Lab Pro? As my grandma used to say, if you're dancing, dance. I definitely feel like Negative Lab Pro is easier to use and gives me better results, but that's just me. If you care about editing on mobile or using platforms other than Lightroom, the CS Negative Plus presets are a must for you. They are also free, so you can't really argue with that. The accessibility is great for those just getting into this whole thing. It's one less thing you need to buy, so that's really great. Thank you, Cinestill, very cool. This is definitely some much needed good PR after your 800T fiasco, so that's good. And with that in mind, you can actually donate to Cinestill when you pick up these presets?
No, I don't think I will.
I don't know, considering I've paid for countless rolls of their film over the years and made a bunch of videos about their products without them ever even acknowledging my existence, I think we're even. And if I may get a little selfish here for a second and talk exclusively about me, I want to get away from Adobe. I really have not been a huge fan of their behavior over the last few years, and recently seeing my credit card bill hit with that Adobe 500 bucks, coinciding with the article about this new Cinestill software, I got so excited.
Don't give me hope.
Thank you so much for calling this software Petapixel. Very, very good work. This is not software. They're presets. It's not an independent program. So unfortunately, CS Negative Plus isn't my Adobe lifeboat. You can download CS Negative Plus from Cinestill's website. The link is below. I am not sponsored or affiliated with them in any way, so check it out, I guess, if you're interested. And let me know what you think in the comments below. This truly is what happens every time. I had a really fun other video, and that was like 90% done. And then this came out and it's like, hit the brakes, we gotta make this video now. And by we, I mean me, because I am the pre-production guy, the production guy, and the post-production guy. It's all me. All right, catch you in the next one. Bye.
Like and subscribe. Sweet Loot Photography. Domain.